It's a simple but a powerful phrase, and here in El Paso, Mija, it's a term of endearment, and it's a term you hear someone at the grocery store, Mija, and you're like, oh, I don't know you, but I know you. And it turned into what it is now, a nonprofit organization that is a passion project. It's my baby, keeps me busy, but it helps me in more ways than I think people see and people realize, and sometimes I realize. It wasn't until I started working in TV news when I realized, the difference between the pay women and men, the way men got treated and women got treated. They're doing the same exact job that the men are doing, but they're getting treated better. And I had a lot of coworkers who were younger than me, and they were afraid to talk. They were afraid to say anything because they didn't want to lose their job. I'm in my 30s. If I lose it, I'll find another one. I'm gonna help you guys. I want them to have a voice. I want them to know that there's someone there that'll help them speak. So first, just a shirt to remind them, yes, you can. You can get that raise. You can speak to your boss and tell them I'm worth more than this. Posted it, and I got so many people writing to me, and they're like, how can we buy a shirt? How can we buy a shirt? And El Pasoans love their t-shirts, And so I said, okay, well, let's make shirts. So my cousin actually, out of her home, made t-shirts, and there was a lot of nonprofits that were in need of food, money, whatever it was. So we would sell the shirts, and all the profit we made, we would give back to them. And then I had a lot of people ask, well, how can we give to you? What is this? Mija, yes, you can. And that's when the little bubble in my head said, why don't you make that a nonprofit organization? And why don't you help the women in your community, and the money stays here?
What made me want to become part of the organization is mainly because I see how they encourage women. I honestly never realized I could have had a lot of people be very encouraging and supporting towards me. Aside from family outside, I really never seen people give me that boost of encouragement, just giving me that step to continue.
We want to help young women be strong. We want to help them be the future CEOs and founders, but I also want to help older women too, because you're never too young and you're never too old to dream. And I think for me, when I had my son, a part of me thought, okay, my dreams of being on TV and radio, they're over. But I had a family that supported me, and I want women to know, maybe you don't have that support team. That's what we're here for. And we are an organization about women empowerment, but we have men that are like, how can I help? I came from a single mom. I understand the struggles. I understand that I'm getting paid more than the other girl, and I want her to get paid the same, if not more. How can I help her? So that's beautiful. That's the fact that men are reaching out. How can I help? How can we be a part of the conversation? So I think that's key. Even though it's women empowerment, we gotta let men be a part of the conversation too, so we can all work together.
I really believe that the importance of men helping women is really becoming a part of one unit and one team. There's a lot of division in our country, in the world, and I think that is something that is impactful for me. Everyone has a mom. And regardless of where you sit in society or cultural norms today or professionally, we all have to acknowledge that we have been impacted by the challenges that women have faced, regardless of who you are.
Mija, yes, you can. Stresses me out sometimes. It's a lot of work. I've got 3 other jobs. I'm a mom, but this is my therapy. It's my form of therapy. It keeps me busy, and it reminds me why I do the work I do. I'm always go, 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 but because if I'm left alone, I start getting, imposter syndrome can come in. But then I have to remind myself, you belong there. And that's what I try and remind myself and the girls, the Mijas that follow us too. So it's a daily struggle, it's always. But the beauty of the platform I have and the beauty of Mija Project is I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to cry in front of people. I'm not afraid to say I'm not perfect, none of us are. And if someone can hear my story and say, oh, she overcame this, I can too. We have people asking us, when are you gonna make a chapter in Austin? When are you gonna make it? I'm like, well, hold on. I don't have that much time. I want to, but we have that much support out of El Paso. And that says a lot. That makes me happy. At the end of the day, I'm having a really bad day. At the end of the day, I'm like, there's someone in Washington, D.C. wearing your shirt. Be proud, and it does make me proud. And one of these days we'll have different chapters and we'll be able to spread the message all across. A little bit of El Paso all across the U.S.